This truck is luxurious on the inside.
This is a nice truck, that's for sure.
This is
Dude,
nice.
I'll sit in this all day long on the trail. It doesn't need seats in here.
AC cranked in
Yeah,
here.
oh yeah.
Shoot, man.
Shoot. All right, well, this is one of the next projects that we're going to get started on here in a little bit. This is a Ford F-550 Super Duty with the Triton V-10 engine.
Maybe you've heard of it.
And this is El Dorado County's pumper truck. So SMUD was nice enough to donate this truck. It used to be a bucket truck, four-wheel drive dually. It's a 2006. And they donated it to El Dorado County, and this has really helped on the budget. And now we're going to build it for them for the Rubicon Trail.
Yeah, so we're going to build this truck. It's going to be to sanitize the trail, pump the toilets out, help keep the trail open for us and everybody else.
So we chose this truck because number one, it was affordable, and number two, it was a great platform to start for us because it's heavy duty and this thing's going to haul a lot of weight. So in the front, it has the coveted Super 60, which means it has 4-inch axle tubes, 1550 U-joints. It's wider than a regular F-250, F-350 Dana 60 front end, and they come factory with 488s, even though we're going to put 538s, a 40 spline ARB with 40 spline RCVs. Then we're going to put a 4-inch suspension lift on it, keeping it real simple with coils so it can hold the weight. And it's also going to have Stazworks double bead locks.
Yep, with the Michelin tires on it with run flats in them.
What size tires are we putting on it?
41s.
41-inch tires with a 4-inch lift.
Low and slow is what we're going for on this build.
Get to the back here, you can see how thick the frame is, how big the springs are. Crescent Tanks built us a tank and pumper unit that's basically all in one. This drops on the back of this thing. And then once we get that unit on there, we're going to do an exo-cage, rock sliders, kind of protect everything.
Put toolboxes on the side so they can haul their toilet paper and the stuff you need to sanitize the toilets and that kind of stuff.
And then as far as crawling, we're going to do a crawl box in front of the factory transfer case and get this thing on the trail. So basically this is like the calm before the storm right now. Some of the parts are here, most of the parts are on the way. We realize it's getting close to the season, so as soon as we get what we need to get going on this, it's going to be all hands on deck. We're going to get this thing done.
Start blowing it apart. You guys stay tuned. How's it going, Justin?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, guys, today we're out here on the world famous Rubicon Trail with Justin from El Dorado County. We just got done building the F-550 poo truck. We're going to take it out, do a test run on the trail, and see how everything works and performs. Generally, we don't come out with the customers, but Justin and I are good buddies, and we never actually got to wheel together, so it's kind of an excuse for us to go hit the trail. So
it is a pretty special build also. I mean, this is the maintenance or sanitation vehicle for the Rubicon Trail, because the county's responsible for 12 toilets on the trail. We pump them once a week now, and now that we have this truck, it's going to be a one-day process. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, so before with the trailer, it was 2 days to be able to get all the way to Buck and back out?
2 days, yeah, because I would have to do, with a 100-gallon capacity, you can only do so many toilets. So I would have to do 5 toilets, 4 to 5, depending on the use, and then come back 2 days later and do it again.
Didn't do the rest of them. With this 400 gallons, right, is what this is?
This is a 400-gallon tank.
Yeah, so you should be able to hammer them out and still have room for down the road. We put more toilets in.
We purposely made it larger than it needed to be so that we could have more capacity for future if we need to put more restrooms on the trail.
Well, perfect. All right, guys. Well, stay tuned. We're going to go hit the trail and talk to you guys a little bit later. Well, how'd you do going through Gatekeeper?
That was pretty awesome.
Not bad?
Yeah, it did great. I like the way the front really stuffs the tires up into the wheel well. Nothing rubs or anything, and it drops out pretty good. The rear's a little stiff, but I think cycling through it a few more times, it'll
kind of break in a little bit.
I'm thinking, I don't know, but
it's tough to say too. Well, the other thing is too, when that thing's full, it's going to be a lot more weight back there.
It is empty with a couple hundred gallons of waste in there. It should help out a lot with the suspension.
So we're going to talk to you guys a little bit about the truck, kind of tell you what's on it. So it's running. What size are these, Justin?
They're a 335 80/20, but it's roughly a 41-inch tire by Michelin. They're their XZLs. They're military tire. They're aired down to 22 PSI right now. When I picked it up, they were at 70 PSI, and I aired down to 22, and it seems to be pretty much perfect. They flex over the rocks, and I'm getting pretty good traction out of them.
So, yes, this truck does have 20s on it for you guys. So we'll talk to you guys a little bit kind of what we did. So guys at the shop did full exo-cage, obviously. The whole main structure of the cage is all 2-inch 120 wall tubing. The rock sliders, because this truck's so heavy, we did them out of 2-inch 250 wall just to have that little bit extra. And as you can tell, already getting used. So like I said before, it's a 400-gallon tank. Came from Crescent back east. They custom built the tank for us. It's sitting on all rubber mounted. These are actually advanced adapters, so they're motor mount bushings, and those things hold up so good in all of our rigs. We figured, why not use 6 of them, mount the tank with it? So you want to walk around back here. We ended up building, this truck had roughly a 30-gallon fuel tank in it, which for coming out here, idling back and forth was just too much fuel. So Justin opted for us to get a little bit more ground clearance. So we went ahead, built him a custom tank, 1/4 inch on the bottom, 3/16 everywhere else. And we actually reused the stock Ford sending unit and pickup and everything. So basically, we cut the pattern out on the table, bolted the stock sending units, all the evap stuff works, the fuel gauge still works, all that stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. We even have a backup camera here. As you can tell, you can't see anything out the back window, so when I'm backing up, I'm gonna really rely on that.
So we worked with Justin a lot. After we built the trailer, I mean, when we went into building the trailer, we had no idea how to build this. We kind of went with Justin, and you hadn't done a whole lot of pumping at that point, so you didn't really know where everything needed to be laid out and
I never had before, ever.
So it was nice him using the trailer and then going and building the truck after the fact. We kind of had a good idea. Okay, I want the hose laid out here. We want the hose reel where it's easy to get to. Just kind of the little nuances you find as you start building the same thing but different, you know. We walk around to the front. So this thing obviously is a massive truck. So the front's running 05 and up Super 60. It's got RCV axle shafts in it. It's 40 spline inner with a 40 spline ARB. And then it's got the Rockwell Big Bell adders. They're like a 48 spline, 2.5 inch shaft. It's running, instead of 4 inch Skyjacker lift springs, and it's got Radflow 2.5 shocks all the way around with the adjusters on them. We got those from Phil over at Liberty Mountain Fab. So, like I said, cool truck. I'm glad it's working good so far.
Yeah, I did have to use my locker. I didn't want to tear up the trail too bad, being that these tires are huge and aggressive, and it's got such a long wheelbase that, you know, it wanted to lift the tire off the ground, so I just locked the front end and it pulled me right up.
So the other thing we haven't really talked about yet is, so this truck's still running stock motor, stock transmission, stock transfer case, but we ended up putting the Northwest Fab.
Northwest Fab.
Their reduction box in front of the stock transfer case. So how's that thing crawling in low range? Is it good?
It's beautiful, yeah. I tried using the regular low, and it wasn't low enough. And then once we got it into gear, it was a little stiff at first, but once we got it in, everything was good to go.
Yeah, that's to be expected too. It's something new, especially a cable shifter.
Brand new, yeah.
And it still stops, even being that low. The brakes still work good.
Oh, the brakes are fantastic.
That's amazing.
They're really, actually, really good. Everything on the truck thus far has been very impressive and smooth and functions, I'm assuming, as well as we designed it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna head in the trail. We're gonna go down through the bowl here and go try and suck some shitters out. We'll see you guys. Well, you ready to pump the first one and see how it does?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see it.
I like how you changed into your uniform.
Well, you know, there's a uniform for every job.
You're missing something though.
That is excellent.
Our media guy went ahead and made you that, and made you some poo
Oh,
emoji
no
stickers.
way.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is perfect. I guess I got to wear the hat.
You want to? Where you think? I think we should put it right in the back here.
Okay. Where that thing's going. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at her. Whew.
I think we're ready to go now.
This is exciting. This is exciting. Thank you. All right. Well,
all right. So this is the part I've never done before. How's all this work?
Well, basically, you have to fire up the pumping motor so that it creates vacuum, and then you take the magic wand here, run it into the toilet, open that green valve. As long as you got vacuum,
Suck away.
You're pulling all the waste out of the toilet.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
And then you clean them when you're done?
Clean the restrooms, yes, absolutely. I have a pressure washer on this, and it's almost 70 gallons of fresh water. So I have some spray that I use, some disinfectant and smell good sprays. Okay. Yeah. So I'll suck it out and then basically wash it out and make it fresh, and then put fresh blue water in there so everybody can have a nice clean toilet.
Nice. All right, let's see how it works.
Let's do it.
One down. How many more to go?
Today,
Yeah.
we're gonna do 4 more today.
4 more today?
Yep.
All right, cool.
That's it for the day.
Well, let's get on to the next one.
Sounds good. It's so far so good. I mean, it's a little different than the Jeep, obviously. It's much larger, the actual body, and your view sucks. We'll just say that right out because you can't really tell where you're going. But, you know, fortunately I drive this trail enough and understand how it all works. I mean, every rock on this trail moves, I don't know, every couple of days. It's new lines. So, I mean, it's still the same trail. Pretty much all the lines are the same. It's just new boulders get placed here and there by other vehicles and just, you know, people using the trail. So it's, you know, but all in all, this truck is rad. It's killing it. I mean, it handles great. The front locker being selectable is awesome. The tires are really surprising me how well they hook up and actually have a little bit of bulge and flex around the rocks. It's pretty cool. I'm really excited for this thing, actually. Oh yeah, brother.
All right, guys, so one other thing I wanted to show you while Justin's cleaning these ones is the belly pans and skid plates that the guys at the shop built underneath this thing. Let's come check it out. So if you look underneath here, it's a whole tube structure basically that goes all the way from the front cross member up by the oil pan all the way back to behind the transfer case, and it's all built out of quarter wall tubing and some 3x3 box tubing all tied together and then fully skinned with 1/4 inch plate. So pretty much no matter what he lands on in this thing, it's going to skid right off of it. This also has our WFO universal radius arms on it. You know, we use these in the Duramax kits a lot, but no other application is perfect and put them in actually in a Ford truck. So you guys need to long arm your Ford truck, or you're putting an 05 and up axle in something, give us a call. We got the arms for it. All right, guys, we just got done pumping the last bathroom here at Little Sluice. Justin, I feel like today was a success. How about you?
It was rad. This truck is so big and awesome that it's just crazy to have a piece of equipment like this now. Goodbye trailer, hello truck. Pretty excited about it.
So the truck, you know, performed flawless today. We just want to make sure we say thank you to all the people that helped donate both parts and funding to allow us to be able to build this truck to come out here and keep the trail open for everybody.
Right, because sanitation's huge out here. It's like the most important thing. So with all the donated dollars and all the donated parts from all the people who supported us, the public, major vendors, SMUD gave us the truck. It's, you know, it's really amazing that everybody stepped up the way that they did, and WFO came in and said, yeah, we could do this. It's a great idea, you know, and then now it is what it is. This truck is crazy. It's so big and does so well. I'm blown away by it.
Yeah, guys, I just want to again say thank you for all the people that helped donate to make this project come to fruition.
Huge.
And be able to come out here and keep the trail open and do what we all want to do is come out here and go wheel and have fun.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone.
All right, guys, we're going to head back before it gets dark. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you, Justin. Oh, one last thing.
What's that?
What do you want to tell them about the outhouses?
Oh, yeah. If everyone, please, I'm just a normal guy. I come to work just like everybody else does. Please don't put your trash in there. It's for human waste and toilet paper only. Please do not put wag bags, feminine hygiene products, baby wipes, adult wipes, underwear, clothing of any kind. Just, it's for waste. It makes my job a heck of a lot easier and makes me want to keep coming back again and again to keep it clean for you guys. So help me, help you. Don't put trash in there, please.
And you guys see this thing out on the trail? Feel free to say hi to Justin. He's a nice guy.
Come on by.
You guys have a good one.
See ya.